You rent your house and you can't get the people to move out. A landlord's worst nightmare.
That's today's topic on
Dirty Deeds, the dark side of real estate.
Dirty deeds in real estate. Hidden lies behind the gate. Big money, broken dreams. Nothing's ever what it seems. Oh yeah. The dark side of real estate. The dark side of real estate.
Okay, we've got a guest today, and I'm super excited about this. Please meet my friend, Lori Newell.
Hello.
Hello. How are you guys?
We are good.
We can't wait to hear this whole story. So I know the story. I can't wait for Kylie to hear it because
ready.
she's going to love it, and so will
ready.
Philip. Lori and I were talking about the podcast, and I said, "Girl, you have got a story to tell. That's the dark side of real estate." And she definitely has been through it. But like anything you do, you turn this terrible situation into something good. So I can't wait to dig in. So first off, you called me out of the blue one day and you said, "Girl, I have rented my house." And I said, "What are you doing?"
Okay. So, okay. All right. It wasn't necessarily a good thing right away.
No, it was a fantastic thing right away.
Okay.
So I
Okay.
was just laughing at her because Lori will call you up and tell you, "I've started this whole new company."
just a random-
and I
okay,
have- yes.
okay.
So this was the thing
Okay,
for this
I
day.
gotcha,
So
I gotcha.
tell us about how you did that. Like what gave you the idea to rent it and how you went about it, because it's a good story.
Okay, so I had owned my home for a couple of years, and I had become an empty nester. And so I'm a single lady, empty nester, and I thought, wouldn't it be fun to go on a little adventure for about 6 months? And I could lease my house out for about 6 months, and I can go. My company's done well, and so I want to travel some and things like that.
Makes sense.
I was it's all furnished, and that way, if let's just say that either furnished finder or travel nurse or someone like that I could actually, that would want to rent the house for a short period of time. Maybe they're building a house.
Yeah.
Something
You never
along
know.
those lines.
Right.
And so I thought, well, I'm just going to put an ad on Facebook Marketplace telling them that this is a 6-month deal.
Okay.
And
Facebook Marketplace. Huh?
yeah, Facebook Marketplace is where I went to.
It's the new Craigslist.
I sell houses off of it. I mean, I welcome it. I welcome it.
Oh yeah,
Okay,
and I mean,
okay.
I bought and sold products off there, and
Yeah,
I bought
yeah.
products off
Pretty
there.
common,
Yeah,
yeah.
very common thing.
People.
You buy people?
I don't, but you could.
I haven't seen
Allegedly.
that
Do
yet.
another podcast with another
Allegedly.
company, and it's a whole thing. Human trafficking. So you got to watch. I'm telling you, you got to watch
yeah.
out.
Wow.
Watch that
Anyway,
episode.
don't want to be a downer. Let's get back.
Wow.
Let's get back to the positive topic that we're talking about here
sure.
about squatters and people that won't leave us alone. Sorry. Continue. So
No,
sorry.
That's okay. And so I created an ad, and I got some hits right away. And then I had this gentleman call me the next day and say, "Hey, I'm interested in renting your house, that I'm building a home in Black Ridge in Hoover area." And my eyes lit up like, this is perfect.
So is the Black Ridge area? I'm not familiar with that area. Is it a nice?
Oh, yeah.
It's a very
Nice area. So that's a green flag there. Hey, I'm building a house in Black Ridge.
Yes.
So
Most
green
of the
flag.
houses are, close to $1 million.
Okay. Yeah.
Some are over, depending on if you get waterfront or not. But yeah, it's a fantastic gated community. It's one of the hottest selling places in Hoover right now.
Okay. So he wasn't calling saying, "Hey, I just got out on parole.
No, not at all.
I need a place." So a green flag.
Yeah.
Green flag.
Oh,
Okay.
green flag, because
All
he's
right.
building a home in Black Ridge, and that's exactly what I was thinking, is somebody
Mm-hmm.
building a house that let's say they sold their house quickly,
Right,
and
right.
they've got that 6-month interval of their building, and their house sold sooner than they thought, and the
Mm-hmm.
new owners needed in, and now they're homeless for 6 months
Yeah.
and building their house.
Makes sense.
So that was the story I was told, and that made sense.
Mm-hmm.
And I asked him if he was married and children. Oh, yes, I've got 4 children, and I am married. And I'm like, great. When would you guys need in? And he said within the next week or so. And I said, okay. Well, I didn't have to move anything out because I was going to leave everything furnished.
Well, and top notch furnishings, by the
yes.
way. I
Oh,
mean,
yes.
she had. It was beautiful.
Okay.
So beautiful.
So in a situation like that, you would just plan. I know you said leaving furniture. You just get your personal belongings, and then leave. So did you feel the need to? Do you have anything sentimental that you didn't really want to bring with you, but you didn't want to leave in a house for 6 months with strangers? Not necessarily strangers, but you know what I mean, like.
Yeah, they're
Photo
they're
albums and
strangers.
yeah,
I had
photo
all-
albums and things
I had
like that.
all of
Do you
that in
leave
storage.
that?
No,
Okay.
I took everything that I could not replace, that would mean something to me
Okay.
in storage.
Okay.
And then, of course, all my personal belongings, my
Right.
jewelry,
Yeah.
all of my
Yeah.
clothes, everything. I left it looked like a beautiful Airbnb.
Okay.
That's how I left
Okay.
it.
That's true.
And I mean, it had it cleaned professionally and
Right,
everything.
right.
It looked like a nice high-end Airbnb.
Yeah.
And essentially it kind of was.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Oh, yeah.
that's okay.
Well,
All right.
and Lori, you charged a lot of rent. So she jacked that price up. And I'm like, this is impressive. I mean, really, I was just so excited for you whenever
Yeah.
you called me about it. But here's something that I think you need to know if you ever consider doing this. It could end up being a red flag, even though you're like super excited about it. What did he offer to do with the rent?
He and I did jack it up because I had my furnishings in there and
Yeah.
everything. So
Yeah. Well, it's also your house, and you can price it however you want to.
I can, and I was going to throw it out there. I have nothing to lose. Let me just see if I get any bites, and I did. So well, first he came. I said, I want to meet you, and I want to meet your family.
Right.
And so they came in the next day, and I was like a interview. And I'd come home from work, and I met his beautiful wife and kids, and they looked like rock stars, model stars. They looked like they were on the cover of some kind of magazine.
Oh.
Well dressed, well mannered. I mean, I'm just like, this is just unreal.
Yeah.
And so we went out on my porch, and the kids were playing there in the living room, and we went on my porch, and he said, "Is that the best offer you can give me?" Was what do y'all want to know how much I charged him?
Go ahead.
Okay,
I do.
$3,500 a month.
Okay. And where? Not exactly.
plus
but what
the deposit.
City was where was the house located?
It was in Ballantrae and
Okay.
Pelham.
Okay. Gotcha.
So-
a nice area
Yeah,
in
super
Pelham.
nice.
Very nice area. So honestly, for what you're saying though, $3,500 a month, it sounds about right. Like,
Yeah.
for
Oh,
a
yeah.
very nice, well furnished house. Okay. Okay. Good for
Yep.
you.
And so he said, okay, well, we're going to go ahead and do it. Is it okay if I pay you cash up front for the entire lease?
Plus a deposit.
Plus the deposit, and I'll just go ahead and I'll wire you the whole thing in.
And you can't say no to that.
No,
No.
and it made sense. I mean, I looked and see what he did for a living and
Okay.
everything, and it looked like he had made a bunch of money. He was building a house in Black Ridge.
Right.
All that made sense. He's not hurting for money, and he just wants to make one-time payment. He doesn't want to have have to pay me
Yeah.
every single month.
Yeah,
Let
I
me
get
just
that.
go ahead and pay the whole thing off, and that way,
Yeah.
at 6 months, we'll be done, and we'll move into our home.
One less thing you have to worry about, especially when you're building a house. If you run a business, it's just one less thing to worry about.
That's exactly right. Which
I get
I
it.
would probably do that,
Yeah.
under those circumstances,
yeah.
if that's
if
what
I
wanted
can't
to
do auto draft every month, then I just want to pay cash up front
I'm the
because
same way.
I will forget.
Yep.
I will.
I will.
I'll forget about it. And I'll be like, is it been 7 months, 8 months? Where are we at now? Like,
No, I'd be like,
does that
I
make
just
sense?
paid that last
Yeah.
week.
Yeah, but really, it's been a
No,
month
6
already.
months.
Yeah, yeah. So I do understand that. I do. But now looking back, you're like, oh, what a red flag. I feel like we had this same conversation with Kyle Bedgood.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly. Well, but I think it's just one of those things that people need to know because it sounds so legit. Like, okay,
Right.
you've got all this money. And it was, right? He wired you the money. I mean, it was legit.
He did.
Yeah.
He wired me the
So,
money.
was
And so,
absolutely
because
legit.
it's not like he moved in.
Yeah,
I
you're not
said,
going to let him move in without the money. So,
Right.
yeah.
not.
Right.
And so I said, well, go ahead and here's my banking information. Go ahead and wire me the money. And after the money hits and everything, you guys can move in and I'll go do my thing.
Yeah.
And he did.
And that's perfect for you too. Also, not having to worry month to month. Hey, did the check clear? Do I have to go pounding on my own front door to get the rent money?
Yeah.
You can enjoy your adventure. Go on. That sounds ideal.
It does.
What could go wrong?
Well,
Like,
And that's when I called Jenny and I said, Jenny,
I know.
you
I
will
was
not
like-
believe what I just did. You'll be so excited.
I live
then
I
that
live
side of
through
Jenny,
her.
Jenny's just gonna be like, oh no.
Well,
Like,
of course, I'm thinking it through. Like, I'm so excited for her, but I'm like, okay, same thing. What could happen here? Only because like the deposit check didn't bounce, right?
yeah,
That's a good sign, because a lot of times that will happen. We have that happen all the time with earnest money. Like whenever I go to buy a house and hey, your earnest money check, bounce. This didn't happen, right? So she's on a high, like knowing and feeling he's 100% legit, credibility wise, and she's off on her adventure. This is something she is not going to think about again.
right.
For 6 months.
Yeah.
Unless
Yeah.
they need me for something.
Right.
Or unless something happens to the house or,
Right.
a repair needs to be done, just like a typical landlord. If the air
Right,
goes out
right.
or something needs
Yeah,
to be
you-
serviced.
That's what you use that money toward,
Yeah.
if need be, and the mortgage and everything.
Yeah.
And also, like we said with Kyle Bedgood, as you know, this is a Christian and faith based podcast. That would be a moment, me spiritually, I would be like, "Thank you, Jesus. You made this so easy.
Yeah.
You've
I'm a
made
good
this-
person and I'm finally getting rewarded
I
for
am
it.
finally. This
even
is
said-
wonderful. Thank you for opening all these doors and this cash flow."
Yeah.
I would immediately praise God and be like, "This is all you. Thank you."
Absolutely.
But
Yeah.
how the turntables turn, according to Michael Scott.
Well,
But-
it's almost like if you were dating a guy and he's like Mr. Perfect. I was dating Mr. Perfect. Mr. Perfect land what was
Tenant.
it? Tenant.
Mr. Perfect
Mr.
tenant.
Perfect tenant. And he even said, I'm going to wire you the money. I'm going to have to because we're headed to Hawaii for 2 weeks, me and my family.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. And so I'm like,
No
where are y'all staying? Guess
reason
what?
to
4
question.
seasons.
Oh.
Of course.
4 seasons in Hawaii for 2 weeks. Wow.
No,
Another
wow.
green flag.
Enjoy
Green flag.
yourself. Y'all just go have a great time. And so we are Instagram buddies, and I see these gorgeous pictures. So, meanwhile, they've moved in.
Okay.
Right, the wire was made.
Okay.
Moved in, and they go to Hawaii, and I see all these lovely pictures, and I'm liking them, going, my gosh, unbelievable! This guy's really made some money. I
Good for him.
He just. Yeah, absolutely. Hey, that's what I want. I
Right,
want
of
to have a multimillionaire tenant.
Yeah.
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 Or
Yes.
wouldn't I? He's not going
Right.
to. He's not struggling, and not even after he gave me the money.
Okay. So what was your next big?
Everybody's waiting for the shoes.
Where's
then-
where's the red flag? Was there, looking back, was there any little red flags other than what you said? Like cash up front, which you would think is not a red flag, but also can be. Were there anything that, looking back, you wish you would have picked up on to prevent any of this?
There was absolutely nothing. I mean, he seemed like Mr. Perfect. I mean, he really did. He was sophisticated. He was classy. He was well dressed. His family, everything.
The perfect con man.
Yeah, I even went online to do business to see if there were any bad reviews on him. Nothing. Spotless.
business.
Yeah.
And
so
he's
I
still
looked
an
at that.
active businessman.
Yes.
In the area. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
And so I there was nothing there. And so I thought, well, I've actually paid cash up front for something like that before. I actually rented a building when I started my business, Great Candle Company. When I rented my first warehouse, I paid 6 months up front.
Okay.
So I had experience of doing that. And so I'd sold my house and another condo, and I had some extra money. And I told the landlord, why don't I just pay you up front?
Right.
He took the money and everything was fine.
Yeah.
I just extended my lease afterwards, and it worked
Right.
out fine. So I didn't, somebody that's wealthy, that has a bunch of money, I didn't see that as a red flag at all.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And then, hey, by the way, we're going to Hawaii, me and my family. So, if you need anything, just let me know.
Yeah.
We're not even going to be there.
Yeah, and then you actually see them in Hawaii. So,
Right.
So
Right,
far,
that's
so good,
true.
right?
Instagram, they go to Hawaii,
There's
all these
proof
gorgeous
there.
pictures, everything. So I'm thinking, I cannot believe how I lucked out.
Yeah. On Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah.
We were saying the same thing. Like that Lori,
That Lori,
she just
everything
amazes
she
me.
touches, man, she just got it, man.
and most of the time that does happen to
It
me. I'm a
does.
pretty lucky person.
You are.
Yeah.
Well,
for you.
You make your own luck. You,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You make your own reality.
Would a very successful businessman like that not use something other than Facebook Marketplace to find a rental home?
Well, I mean, if you're looking for short-term rental, long-term rental, I mean, I could see where it would be a resource.
Yeah.
Especially
yeah,
too, it will pop up whenever you Google that. Mm-hmm. So that would be a common thing.
Okay.
They certainly have it on Marketplace. They have rentals right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so, in fact, I rented a place on Lake Martin for 90 days, and I found that on Facebook Marketplace.
There you go.
Where I
Okay.
went.
Okay.
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
And
So
I
it's
moved in.
common.
And,
Okay. Okay.
yeah.
Because
they've
I
got
have
rentals
seen
on.
like smaller houses, or hey, I'm looking for a roommate or, something like that. I have seen that on Facebook Marketplace, but I just also haven't looked.
Well, yeah, it's not something that's been
It'll
on your
probably
radar.
pop up on my algorithm now.
Yeah,
It will
you'll be
now.
like,
It'll,
Sure.
it,
and then Tyler will be like, "So you're really looking for a house to rent?"
yeah, he's going to be wondering why I'm looking at rental houses. But, no, when we, early on in our marriage, we wanted to rent a house because we were new to a different city in Madison and the Huntsville area. And so I said, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm calling a realtor. And I just told the realtor, hey, we're not looking to buy. We don't have any money, but we want to rent a house. And she said, okay, in the area, here is a property management company that'll manage and give you, and they treated me like they were a realtor. Okay, how many bedrooms do you want? What square footage do you want? What's your budget? And they gave us the layout, of the city and where these spots were. And that's what we used when we rented, which was 15 years ago. So,
Yeah, I don't help people with rentals.
yeah.
It's too hard.
Yeah. Yeah, you're not the landlord. You don't have to do that.
No, and one of my clients on the way here that I've helped for almost 2 years said, "I think I'm gonna go ahead and rent." It's okay.
Is it?
I said it's a good thing. I was actually gonna advise that to her.
Okay.
But that's another
Yeah.
story. So after the 6 months, did you have any problems up in between?
No, not at all.
I think you were flying high.
I was flying high, having a great time. I was at Lake Martin, and then when I went to the beach for 90 days.
Yeah.
And so had a
Sounds
great
like
time.
a good 6 months.
And so, I checked in with them. I think it was about 2 months later. I checked in just to make sure, is there anything you guys need? Is everything going well? Sure, everything's great. I'm like, okay, fine. I did have something in the house that was mine. I had like an owner's closet that I had locked in. And I said, guys, I need to come there. I need to come and schedule a time to come and get something out of my owner's closet. So I scheduled a time. They let me right in.
And the house was in good shape?
Yeah, I didn't see any problem at all. No, everything looks good.
You did see a cat though, right?
I did. Yeah.
You may not have seen it at that time.
I don't think I saw it at that time.
Okay.
No.
And that was how many months in that you had to go back?
Couple of months.
2 months.
In.
2 months you had to go in.
Because I was on the road. I was traveling.
Yeah, you
And
didn't
so-
want to go back. You wanted to live.
No, I'm just, hey, this was a purpose and I was going to go and enjoy myself. And so I just needed something. I forget what it was, but
Yeah.
came in, popped in, probably didn't even go through the house too much because I
Right.
was just looking to get to the owner's closet. I went right through the garage. There was my owner's closet. Unlocked the thing, but I was trying to stay out of their way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because, you don't really want to
They're-
invade your renters.
Right, right.
Yeah.
Okay. There was no alarm. I didn't have my neighbors calling me say, hey, something's wrong.
Yeah.
I had no reason to be alarmed other than I'll just be a minute. I'm just going
Right.
to get in my owner's
Right.
closet and out the door I go.
Yeah.
I go, fine, no problem.
Yeah.
So that's the way it was. So I did know they had dogs.
Yeah. You
And
knew that up front.
I
though.
did. I knew up front, and then I charged them a non-refundable deposit for each dog. He gave me that too,
Okay.
on top of everything else. Yeah.
Wow.
What a
Yeah.
great guy.
that nice of him?
So
So
considerate.
nice.
Yes.
So when it came time to move back in, what did you contact them right before the 6 months was up, or?
About a month in, I said, hey, I hope how's your house going? Is it going okay? And they said, well, it looks like we're going to be delayed a little bit. Well, that didn't alarm me.
Yeah.
That happens
Just
all
get
the
some
time
more
with
money
builders.
too.
Yeah, I know it. And I'm like, oh, goody.
Yeah.
Another
mean-
2 months for me.
Yeah, go on. Can you go on another vacation?
Right.
And
Right.
it's just me. I had no reason to come back. And I'm like,
Yeah.
there's going to be how long do you think it'll be? And he said, I would say 6 to 8 weeks. Would you be willing to work out something else for that
Another
period of
2
time?
months.
Sure. No problem. So we need to talk about that, though. Can I come into the house and have a meeting with you? And so he said, absolutely. Come on. When you want to come on? And so we scheduled a time. I came into the house, which was kind of weird,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and sat at my own kitchen table
Yeah.
and sat there and talked to him. And I said, well, if there's going to be another 2 months, this is what the fee's going to be. And he goes, okay, that's fine. And he said, I said, you need to wire me the money at the end of when our first lease is
Right.
up. You need to go
Right.
ahead and wire me again. And then when you wire me again, we'll go ahead and do another lease, an extension of that lease.
And did you have a legal contracted like lease of everything?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
I had
Lori
everything
is a
in
licensed real estate agent, by the way.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Gotcha. So you had your end taken care of. It
And he
wasn't
knew
like
I was an agent too, by the way. So
okay. Okay.
yeah.
All right. So now that second wire clear.
So the end of the lease was up, and he told me I was going to get it like the week before the lease was up. The wire never came.
Okay, so you're at the 6 month mark.
And
And he
it's-
wants to extend it 6
Yep.
to 8 weeks.
Yeah,
And
and
the
so I
second
said-
payment.
Sorry about that. We did not get. I did not get the wire. And I got no response.
Oh.
And I waited just a minute, and about 3 or 4 days later, I hit him up again, and I said, "We got to get this wire thing done.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got to happen." And he said, "It'll be Friday. I get paid. I've got a big fee that I'm getting in, and I'll wire you then." That never happened either. And that's when I went, "Okay, that's the first real red flag for
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
the first real red flag." And I'm thinking, okay, what am I going to do now? And so the next thing I did is I contacted his wife.
Okay.
I had her phone number too. And so I said, I don't know if you realize this, but you guys were supposed to wire me. I'm just making sure y'all are on the same page here.
That's
That
fair.
what he's telling me, you know all about, and that he was supposed to wire me this much money to extend the lease. And I have not received anything. And she said, oh, it'll be any time. I'm sure he takes care of all the finances, and I'm sure it'll be any time. Just be patient. He'll get it right to you.
Okay. Okay.
And I'm like, if I were her, I would have been very upset at him. Or at least she didn't land on to be upset.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so that was the first, that was another little red flag, that she was so calm about it.
Yeah.
She wasn't upset. She was like, what?
Right.
Like, he hasn't wired you that yet?
Right.
I didn't get that kind of response.
Because she'd done that before.
Didn't know that. Did not know that. But that's to be continued in this story here.
Okay. Okay. All right. So what's next?
So then I started, my guard was up then, and I'm sitting here going, okay, I got to figure out what's going on here. And he started delaying, and he did give me a deposit on the first lease.
Right.
And so now we're in the deposit money stage of using that up, assuming the house is not torn up.
Right.
And so now I'm in his deposit money going, okay, I probably need to talk to an attorney.
Yeah.
I need to go ahead and figure out what my next moves are,
Yeah.
what's legally, what I can and cannot do. And so I went ahead and had to retain an attorney at that time.
Okay.
Well, and up until 2024, all of the laws have been on the side of any tenants. And it's been very frustrating for people to own rental property because of that. And let me tell you, every tenant knows the law inside and out. Much better. They know exactly what they can get away with. And this has been one reason why investors, hold back from buying too many rental properties. My dad growing up had about 200 rental properties at one time. Wow. And I'm still traumatized by it. Because this story is so common that she's sharing with us. It just has a different twist on it because it's from somebody who is polished and shiny and showy and, all the things that you wouldn't worry about.
Right.
It's not your typical rental situation. So we were lucky, right, that in 2024 this got passed. And it's what, the squatters?
Yes, it's a squatter's law, but really it's the Alabama Act 2024-237. And it kind of errs on the side of the homeowner and the landlord as much as they see fit.
Giving some power back to
yes.
the actual owner instead
of the tenant or occupant.
Well, it is. It's actually it's an epidemic where people will move in and then they stop paying their rent, especially through COVID.
I bet.
And people just completely, and it hurts so many people because they're like, oh, well, what are you going to do?
Yeah. But basically, and this passed in 2024, which is also when your timeline is as well. So she was having to operate under the old law,
right? That granted
not
the
in
tenants the
favor.
power.
Yeah, not in favor of the landlord. So in the middle of her situation, the state is also updating. So it's very, very confusing and it's very all over the place. But now, due to this new law that came out at the end of 2024, they make it sound on Google so simple. You post a written demand to vacate the dwelling. So you just write on a napkin, get out.
And that makes people get out. Right?
That's what happens.
Yeah.
There's only 3 things you have to do. You have to post a written demand to vacate. You have to submit a sworn affidavit along with the proof of identification and ownership of your home to local law enforcement. So you got to prove you own the house. And then the sheriff will serve a notice to vacate. And if they do not leave within 24 hours, they can be physically removed by law enforcement. That's all.
Piece of
Okay,
cake.
well, that was definitely
That's
not.
all. Right. That's what I was saying.
situation.
This was way before. So this is current.
That's beautiful.
Current. Right.
It sounds
Do
beautiful.
we really think it's that easy now,
No,
though?
it's
No.
not. It's not.
No.
Sounds easy.
So
But there is that new show, the Squatter Show, where they move in and squat with you. So I'm super excited about that.
Oh, my
like,
goodness.
hey, where's the party? And the guy squatting with them is so annoying. They make the squatters move. Love the concept. They actually called me to say, hey, do you have any squatters that we can,
That's awesome.
so you can be on? And I'm like, no, you need to call somebody downtown. That's probably going to have a lot more situation. You don't expect squatters to be in Ballantrae, right? Or in a high-end house.
Well, we do now.
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah. Well, it can happen anywhere. It can happen anywhere. And, you have to,
Unfortunately.
the high-end stuff is vulnerable. I always have a hard time saying vulnerable to this kind of stuff because everybody wants that lifestyle.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And they're actually willing to do anything like this. So what was your next step? You contacted the attorney. What did he tell you to do?
He did not give me any good news at all. He gave me all these rules and regulations, and I was just flabbergasted that you are basically telling me that I really can't do anything and I'm supposed to financially take care of this family
Yes.
until the law works itself out. And how long is that going to be? He said, could be 6 months to a year. I just could not believe it. I'm like,
Wow.
that is unreal. And this person that I rented to probably knew all of that
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
for
on
sure,
the front
for sure.
side.
He was
really
very well educated.
he was really going to go ahead and pay me for up to a year,
Mm-hmm.
even though the lease was only good for 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
And I just could not believe it. I was shocked. I was totally blindsided.
Yeah. So the house, your house, if you don't mind me asking, obviously it was in your name. Obviously.
Yes.
Was it paid off or did you have a mortgage? So
Had
you
a
had a
mortgage.
mortgage. So you're paying a mortgage every month.
Uh-huh.
And since you didn't plan on leaving permanently, you probably left utilities on.
I left
in
the
your
utilities.
name.
Well, there's two ways to obviously do that. You can leave your utilities on, but I treated it like an Airbnb.
right.
So
you left
when you
your name.
leave your utilities on, I just left everything in my name, and it would just be
Because
really
you're just going
easy.
to be back in 6 months.
Yeah.
And you don't have the hassle of switching it back and forth and all that. So
Right.
you literally just packed your stuff and moved out for them to take over your house.
Yep.
So you're having to deal with a lot financially.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And not to mention, like, where did you live? Did you just go back to Lake Martin? Go to you just Airbnb?
I just Airbnb'd it, and I was just living on Airbnbs at that time, which was fine. I mean, I was having a good time. I
Sure.
got a successful business, and
yeah.
but
Still, you're paying a mortgage and
right.
Well, here's
paying
the
to
good
live somewhere
news:
else, so.
is that he paid me all up front, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I went ahead and paid 6 months worth of mortgage out of
Okay, smart.
Good.
Yeah.
God, I wish I was that smart.
Well, I wasn't going to go spend the mortgage money just because I wanted. He paid me. I went ahead and paid the mortgage company, so I didn't have any.
That's good.
payment.
Okay,
No
well,
stress there.
That's good.
Yeah.
But
That's
still.
Not,
There's
I wasn't
not-
stressed. Not yet.
not yet.
Yes. But still.
So you get all this bad news from the attorney,
Yeah.
and you figure out like they have all the power, even though you own it. What next? Like, did you start the eviction process?
Started the eviction process right away. Had to retain the attorney, which was expensive, right? And so he said, we're going to go ahead and I'm going to have to file something in Shelby County. And he just told me all the paperwork that had to be filed. And I'm just sitting here going, I cannot believe this is happening. I had no idea. And then he gave me more bad news. He goes, Lori, I did a deep dive on this guy. He has no house he's building at Black Ridge. I went, oh my gosh.
That
And so
hurts.
then I kicked myself because I'm like, why didn't I do a background check? Why didn't I? He goes, he's been evicted before.
Oh.
In fact, he was being evicted when he got to your house, and he'd squatted there too.
Wow.
And see, I
didn't pay those people, but had all the money to pay you.
yes,
Yeah, where did
Right.
this money come from? I guess he does. You said he does truly have a successful business, and he has a business.
he's made the
in
money somehow.
Birmingham.
I don't
Okay.
really know where it
Yeah.
is. I don't think he had an office. He was working out of my house. His office was in my house, so he's working in a house. But he had been evicted prior. He did a deep dive on his background and said he has been evicted before, and he has no home he's building. I'm just letting you know that, and I'm just like,
But also,
oh my gosh.
he has a little bit more about his past.
That should I say that?
Yeah.
He'd been to prison
Yeah.
before.
Yeah.
So-
I mean,
And, I'm
not
feeling
that-
like the idiot at this point.
No,
Okay.
I don't know that anybody
Because-
would have not done the same exact thing that you did.
we all would have been, this guy's legit.
And hopefully this podcast will keep future people from going through
Well, I
this.
can
Right.
certainly give
Yeah.
them some tips.
Right.
Yeah, for
I,
sure.
Right.
I know how not to repeat it or do my best
Yeah.
not to repeat it. Things that
Yeah.
I
Right.
should have done
Yeah.
to prevent this from happening. Number one would been I should do a background check.
Yeah.
Right.
Check
Right.
and see if they have any prior evictions.
Right.
Right there. I would have found that.
Yeah, it would have stopped right there.
And I would have known, oh my gosh, he just got evicted from somewhere else. He would have
So
never come in.
evictions come up on a background check.
Yes.
Well, and we're all giving grace about the prison thing. However, he probably had time to learn some things while he was in there, and this
Hey,
was one of them.
I mean, it depends on what he was in prison for.
Yeah.
I mean, I got
don't know.
grace, but
yeah.
I don't know what he was in
there's
prison
some
for.
things.
I don't remember what he was
That's
in prison
fair.
for. But out
That's fair.
of the ashes comes the phoenix, and into the motivational speaker. right?
Yeah.
So that's what he was doing.
Oh.
So he was earning super high fees
Interesting.
by being a motivational speaker. In fact, why don't you read something from his Facebook about what he believes in?
I need to take a break. My brain is overloaded. So I think now's a good time for a break. And when we come back, I will read to you this motivational speaker's biography about me thing.
His philosophy.
Yes, there we go.
Yeah, his philosophy.
You can buy tickets to hear him speak if you would like. But let me process everything because I have so many questions. And we'll get to it.
Oh, well, the story gets even better. So thank you for watching Dirty Deeds, The Dark Side of Real Estate, Part 1. We will be back with The Squatter, Part 2.
The content presented in Dirty Deeds in Real Estate is for informational and entertainment purposes only. The views and opinions expressed by the hosts and guests are their own and do not constitute legal, financial, real estate, or professional advice. While we strive to provide accurate and up-to-date information, real estate laws, regulations, and practices vary by state and are subject to change. Listeners should not rely on any information presented in this podcast as a substitute for advice from a qualified attorney, licensed real estate professional, financial advisor, or other appropriate expert. Any stories, case studies, or examples discussed may be based on real events, but may include altered details for privacy or storytelling purposes. References to specific individuals, properties, or transactions are not intended to identify or defame any person or entity. Neither the hosts, producers, nor affiliated entities assume any liability for actions taken based on the information provided in this podcast. By listening, you agree that you are solely responsible for your decisions and actions.
Jenny Williams is a licensed real estate agent with EXP Realty. The opinions and views expressed on Dirty Deeds in Real Estate are solely her own and do not reflect the views, policies, or positions of EXP Realty or its affiliates.